Jordan Martinez, head coach. I was a part of a T-Wolves game as a player in season 2 and season 3.
So Justin Butler, general manager and former head coach. So I coached during season 2 and 3 and general manager for the entire time. So
BearDaBeast, president, vice president, head. Nah, that's what y'all think I am. BearDaBeast, point guard. I've been with the team. I feel like a dinosaur. Whatever, since we started season 2 to season 7. Other positions, Jay kicked me off PG a couple times, but mostly 98% of the time PG.
I mean, the NBA was moving into esports, so I mean, once we heard about it, wanted to be part of it. Probably we wanted to get on season 1, but we were going through a major renovation at Target Center at the time. Just had a ton of stuff going on at the time, so it was kind of just, let's just wait, we'll join year 2. It also gave us time to just see what other teams did and learn from it, and hopefully not miss those types of things. But you know, it's been a passion, gaming's been a passion, so I always tell people this is a passion project for me. It's not my first and foremost thing I do for the Minnesota Timberwolves organization, but it was definitely a passion project. So I mean, it's been fun to get it to the market and do something that you enjoy doing. Get to see these guys make money from something that we all enjoy doing. So that's been kind of the really cool piece of it. And there's just so many people in the community when you see it, whether it's here, when people walk by at Mall of America, interacting with youth groups, interacting with adults, but it's just like you can definitely see like the gaming passion come out. And so that's really what this whole esports project was tying in NBA basketball to kids today and adults, but I mean kids today who are growing up playing esports, not really doing the traditional thing of basketball that a lot of us grew up doing. So
coming in, I had no trust. I had no trust. Coach V was like, if you there at number 11, pack your bags, nothing matters. And I'm like, I took the interview just not to be an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna fall to number 11, not me, nah. Sure enough, number 11 coming, please don't take me, Coach V, like this ain't gonna, this ain't gonna work out. They took me, it was the best thing that ever could happen to my career. So, and I should have let them control everything after that. I should have never had no input. I should have just said, look, I'm coming to practice and I'm leaving. Don't ask me about nothing else. I got no input. Season 2, like going back to it, winning the championship. So that whole, we went on our streak, whatever, 11-0, and then we went to the playoffs. So we was playing the Sixers. The Sixers that beat us like 18 times straight. And the only time we beat them is when Beast was on the inside, but we was on the pop. Y'all remember that? And Beast was like, I ain't playing unless I'm on the inside. And I'm like, yo, you got to at least give us one game on like 11-0 street Feast. And Feast, nope, I'm playing. Bro, trust me, bro. He like, all right, if we lose, I'm going inside. And I'm like, 11 games down the drain. Feast is like, nah, nope. If we going to play the Sixers, I could beat them on the inside. That's the only hope. I'm like, dang, Feast, trust us, bro. Like, we hoping. But, I mean, we ended up winning. Rest is history.
What was so different about that year, though, we tried like every year after that to try to find it, you know, bring it to the team. Was like that year, and it wasn't even forced. It was just everybody coming together. It's like, and it's on the rings, everything. We talk about brotherhood. It was, that year was like, literally practice would get over. I mean, one, they would go at each other all the time during practice and no one took it personal, but I mean, it was no holds barred, just go at it. Then we would get on League of Legends and it would even get turned up more. It was like, man, you suck. Like when we're playing 2K, at least we're trying to like work as a team. We got into League of Legends, split the teams up, half the team here, and it was just like bloodthirsty, people going at each other. And that would go on from like, we wrap up practice at 5 or 6. I mean, I would hang around for another 2 or 3 hours, but then it would go like, they would still be here another 3 or 4 hours after that. I mean, they would go like, just on their own. They would all be here until like 1 a.m. I remember game days, like we'd fly out to New York to play, and we're flying out on a Wednesday at like 8 in the morning. Guys are coming downstairs like, oh man, so tired. What do you mean you're tired? Well, we didn't leave the facility until 3 o'clock. I'm like, that was 5 hours ago. And we would fly in and play that day. It wasn't like fly in like now, like on a Monday, we don't play until Wednesday or Thursday. We flew in, and you're playing, like we would land at 12:30, and it's like, hey, first game's at 5, we'll see you in 4.5 hours. So we're like, these guys are tired, they're trying to sleep on the plane, and we're landing. We always do Chick-fil-A, because that just became like, you know, superstition. Like everybody, Nacho would be, I'm gonna go do this. Nah, Nacho, you're gonna do Chick-fil-A. It don't matter. I didn't like Chick-fil-A, Nacho did, but it don't matter. We're doing Chick-fil-A. We get done, hop on the little bus at 3 o'clock, and we're playing at 5 o'clock. But that year was special because, like I said, not forced. It was just literally, 6 players, coach. You know, even when Coach B was there, he played League of Legends. I played League of Legends. So, I mean, you had, you know, 8 people, eventually 7, that just, we played together, we did everything together, it didn't matter. Like, we did stuff around New York, we did some content for DK, but we're all at, you know, Chinatown. People are then noticing Bear, they're following us around with cameras, and it's just like, you know, it was crazy. But every year we tried to do that, and we just never got the same. It was one of those magical moments, just happened to come together. So from season 3 to 6, kind of the same thing. Well, season 3 is a little different. We had championship hangover. You know, like I said, it's like JoJo stopped playing, Trip really wasn't playing, Feast stopped playing. I mean, Feast was grinding with no smoke, but then he stopped playing. Bear still played, but didn't play at the same level. Jay was probably only the one of the group that actually won a championship, was back on the game grinding. So we had what we call playoff championship hangover. It's funny because Cheryl Reeve with the Leaks has won 4 championships, but never back-to-back. So she kind of, you know, as we were recruiting AP that year, she kind of, you know, talked to Bear and I about, like, it's hard winning that second one in a row, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it is, but you just don't know those things. So, but that season 3 was kind of a hangover, and that was our worst season, 8-8. But after that, you know, we had Kai, TV, Slaughter, Saint, Detoxes, a couple others, but it was like, we were always talented, and we won a couple banners, but it's like, you know, we were first out of the gate because we didn't get, you know, as Bear calls them, little nerds, you know, that hoop all the time. And so we'd get out to such an early lead on teams that nobody could compete with us during the tip-off. It wasn't even a competition. Like, we would mow through the competition. But then, unfortunately, we didn't evolve ourselves enough that everybody caught up by the turn, and then everyone started actually pulling a little ahead of us by the playoffs. So it's kind of the same thing over and over. Super competitive team, whether we were number 1 in the West or number 2. I don't think we ever finished outside that, number 1 and number 2. But we just didn't evolve enough as a squad to unfortunately take home the next championship. And then year 7, not knowing had this been the final year, yeah, we would have done things differently. I probably wouldn't have brought in a ton of rookies, because the rookies, while they were talented, really were brought together kind of what the Warriors tried to do over the last couple of years, which is bring the rookies in, would be super competitive. Not to say we didn't win, we couldn't win, because I told Bear that, and even Jay, like, the thing doesn't change, the goal doesn't change to win a championship, but you know it's gonna be more difficult. But you know, it's like I said, it was a special group. We had 2 first-team rookies that improved throughout the year. Polo should have been considered a rookie. He should have been the 3rd rookie, because I mean, he played 1 tournament for Dukes. That was it. He fought all the time to get in. Super talented kid. You know, range. He played with the Pacers last year to get a ton of playing time, just because they didn't make any runs. But with us, you know, so I mean, it's kind of like we got this new team that was really built for 7, 8, 9. Like, we expected to be good this year, and we're gonna be great the year after, because we can keep all 5 all of a sudden. You know, magic how that works. And then the season after that, we're gonna be even more competitive. So I think we would have been able to run things 8 and 9 with Iggy, 2-tack, and Polo all getting more of that season. You know, even range, again, getting more season. You know, Jay having, you know, another year or 2 under his belt, like, it would have just been different. So that for me is kind of like the summation of the season 3 through 7, all a little different. Unbelievable though. Again, we finished, you know, we still finished number 2 in the West with rookies.
After this season, I deserve this break.
Player to coach. So being a player is totally different. First off, my whole experience as a player, I'm just in market in a different city, only worrying about the game and just waking up, playing the game, going back home, doing whatever I want. As a coach now, for me, I was one of the probably the few coaches that I was coach and then go back home and be a father to my daughter. So just having the whole life responsibilities of that, as opposed to a player, is night and day. In terms of the season, to me it was a great season. Like, we had a lot of rookies. I felt like they grew a lot from day 1 to end of the season, especially with their basketball IQ. Start of the season, I felt like a lot of it wasn't there as I expected, but I do feel like these guys took my coaching style the best they could possibly take, because I felt like a lot of 2K League players wouldn't accept the way I coach the way these guys did. So I do appreciate, you know, Bear, 2-tack, Iggy, Range, Polo, for accepting how I coach the game.
Yeah, so the piggyback on that a little bit, I think if Jay actually could have had a couple more years in the league, I think it would have been like undisputed, like best coach. It'd be tough for somebody to try to give you the nod for best coach right now, but I think if you took away accolades and you just sat some people in the room and then you just like watch a body of work, I think Jay was hands down the best coach.
Everybody who's ever been with T-Wolves Gaming, the goal is the same. Like, I want them, if they're not with us, I want them to be somewhere else. I want them to succeed. That's a reflection on us. I'm not saying it's because of us, but we pick high quality people. I'm fortunate enough that we've had some good people every year, Even behind the scenes, Noah, Raina, Carolyn, Max, Coach V, Nick, Nacho, Jmoney. Trying to think if I missed anybody else, but it's all these different folks that have come through here that have helped make an impact on T-Wolves gaming, and they're different in the different things that they've done for us. Excuse me, Petey's behind the camera. P's been with the last couple of years, hanging tough, doing the social media and all the other things like that. It's all these folks that come together to make T-Wolves gaming what they are. To all the supporters, I mean, we got a lot of diehard T-Wolves gaming fans out there. You know, hats off to you. Shout out for the support.
First off, I can't believe the league as we know it is over. It's kind of crazy. I feel like my whole early 20s consisted of the 2K league. So now I'm 25 with the whole family now. So it's pretty crazy.
I had a good time, man. I had a good journey, and shout out Timberwolves, shout out T-Wolves Gaming for taking a chance on me. I've been here my whole time. I don't want to go anywhere else. I never planned on going anywhere else.
Man, how did it feel after season 2? I swear to God, I should have enjoyed it more in the moment. I don't remember much of it other than we won that thing. These guys are going crazy. The only thing through my mind that was happening at that time was like, man, you didn't F this up. You didn't F this up, man. And somehow, some way we got there. You let them do your way. It didn't come down to me. I've enjoyed all of this. Like I said, right? They always say, don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened.
This is T-Wolves Gaming.
Signing off for the last time.
It's over with. It's a wrap.